Sabr, I brought this up throughout the series. Sabr is this pivotal concept in our religion, right? Patience, perseverance, and what it means. And it has different dimensions. It's like this diamond that has different faces, right? And all of them are sabr. So sabr isn't one thing, sabr is lots of things. But for today's discussion, I want you to know that sabr, one way of looking at it, is sabr is in a situation that is completely out of your control. You got thrown in jail, it's out of your control. You're being falsely accused and you've been in prison without trial, out of your control. You're a kid and you've been tossed in a well, out of your control. You've lost your child and your sons won't tell you where he is, out of your control. There's sabr in situations in which the circumstances are what? Out of your control. And then there is another kind of sabr. The other kind of sabr is when you have to act with restraint, when you have power and you have control. And that one's harder. That one's harder. When you have the power to take revenge, when you have the power to say what you want, do what you want, and nobody's gonna check you. Nobody's gonna put you in place because you have the right to and you have the power to. And you still act with restraint. Wait, but you have finally get a chance to dish out payback. Why would you hold back? Because in that moment, you realize that just like there was a situation in which you were powerless, there's an invisible reality before whom you are still powerless. And that's Allah. You recognize Allah's power over you even when you are in a position of power. And you hold yourself back from saying or doing what you could do, but you don't. Because you realize, as big as you are in this situation, as powerful as you are, you may be the most powerful man in Egypt, but you're not here because of you. You don't have that power because of you. That's also sabr. Putting a check on your tongue, on your hands, on your ability, because despite having the power to do so. And what does Allah say about that kind of power? He describes in the Quran sabr on different occasions. There's this phrase in the Quran about sabr, right? And that is فَإِنَّ ذَلِكَ مِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. So وَإِن تَصْبِرُوا وَتَتَّقُوا فَإِنَّ ذَلِكَ مِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. If you can have sabr and you can have taqwa, that's one of the most amazing accomplishments in life. The phrase is إِنَّ ذَلِكَ مِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. But in one place in Surah Al-Shura, Allah says وَلَمَنْ صَبَرَ وَغَفَرَ فَإِنَّ ذَلِكَ لَا مِنْ عَزْمِ الْأُمُورِ. He went out of his way to emphasize this one place. He says, and whoever can have sabr and by way of that sabr forgive, then that is truly one of the greatest accomplishments. Like that's a different level of sabr. Because that's in a passage where when you have the power to take revenge, you can. Allah gave you the right to. Allah gave you the right to seek out justice. If wrong was done to you, وَجَزَاءُ سَيِّئَةٍ سَيِّئَةٌ مِثْلُهَا. When a wrong is done, its payback can be in equal measure. It can be. We're not a religion of turn the other cheek, though that's an option. We're a religion, I got slapped, I can slap you back. That's our religion. Eye for an eye. That's the old biblical law, actually, eye for an eye. That's this religion. But Allah adds an incentive, but if you can, even though you have the right to take justice and take back what was taken from you, if you choose to forgive, then that's one of the most incredible accomplishments one can achieve in their life.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.